Hi guys, and welcome to this 2000 Audi A6 2.4 liter V6 Quattro. Truth be told, this car has done exactly 474,000 kilometers, but since this is an old car, the speed reading might be wrong. It might have done 500 plus, it might have done a bit less than that. I'm saying it's done 500,000 kilometers, and that's that. I parked too close on the curb, so I can't show you much of the rear, but it's quite big and everything works in the back. There is a lot of rust right here down the doors, some in the arches, but those are fairly okay. This car is currently running on basic brand new winter tires, and yeah, that's about it. And now, since it is windy and chilly outside, let's take a quick look at the back. Cars back then were made bigger, I kid you not. This is my driving position. Just look at the legroom. Look at it, it's amazing. Seats are more comfortable as well. Their soft leather has held up remarkably well actually, although I think it hasn't seen conditioning for a long time. As you can tell, driver's seat has seen some wear and tear, but actually nothing too much considering it has done 500,000 kilometers. One thing is that the driver door doesn't really close, so you have to pull it like this and then it will close. Okay then, let's start the car up and I'll tell you more about it. So first things first, Quattro manual V6. As you can probably tell, the exhaust is blowing quite badly. It's coming from the middle right down here, not from the back, so yeah, it's not that good. But then again, I like it more like this rather than it being silent, if you know what I mean. But enough yapping, let's take it for a drive. First gear goes in a bit too rough, to be honest, and the clutch is, the bite point is really high up, so it takes some getting used to. But apart from that, first impressions, the car drives as it should really. The steering is very nice and precise. Throttle response decent. When the car was new, the engine produced 121 kilowatts and some newton meters of torque. Let's be honest, some might have escaped through the years. But all in all, the car still pulls, and it actually pulls quite strongly. Considering the fact that this is an original engine, I have the service book right here. I can show it right now. It's amazing. This car has been serviced up to 400,000 kilometers like a peach. Really, it's amazing that somebody took care of this car so long and it held up. The engine is going strong, apart from some niggles. Yes, the engine starts up easily. There is no rattle or hesitation or hiccup, whatever you want to call it. I like the sound actually like this. I know it's not perfect at all, but talking more about the problems of this car, the driver heated seat doesn't work. perfectly. What else? The brake lines have been updated, but they were badly worn quite recently. This also means that, yeah, the brake feel is it's better than it was before, but to be honest, it could be a lot better. I mean, a lot better. Gearbox works perfectly. Gears are slick. You can easily rev match. And as this car is very loud from the outside and on the inside, you can clearly hear when you match the gear perfectly. And to be honest, cars these days aren't made the same way, and even the newer BMWs and Audis, they feel different somehow. They somehow feel different. They're all full of electronics, etc. Right here, you can't find a single piece of bad material. I'm not joking, actually. There's wood and yeah, even the plastics are nice. Cars were made better back in the day. And fun factor is also very high. You can't buy a A4, not even talking about the A6 manual these days, because it will have no value in the used car market. Back in this type of, car days, you could have a manual Quattro without any stability control or traction control. This car has nothing. It just works. It just works. You have no driving aids, etc. It's just you and the machine. And it's not like the car doesn't have any options. It has a great stereo. Yes, you could have opted for the Bose stereo. As they say, I think it was Matt Farah who said that in Audis in this generation, if there's no highs, no lows, it definitely must be a Bose. And yeah, I can't really confirm that, but even this standard stereo, it's decent enough for me. The idle is perfect. No rattling, no nothing. The car just works. In some ways, this is the most economical car you can buy. Forget about fuel consumption. This car will basically eat up everything you give it. I can't give you the figures because, well, the display isn't working, but roughly I'm guessing 15 liters in the city and 8 or 9 in the highway, something like that. But even saying that, keeping this old car running, it's more economical than building brand new, electric cars, etc. This is the real eco machine. If you maintenance this car right and clear up some niggles, it will run perfectly for I don't know how many kilometers. Right now, I'm pretty sure it will fail its MOT with the airbag warning, but other than that, oh yeah, and the exhaust as well. But if you fix those two things, I think it will pass the MOT clearly. The rust isn't an issue because it's not penetrating through. And you actually have a cruise control. You have cruise control and xenon headlights, and you have a cup holder here. And actually, these seats, I think they're sports seats because they are fairly huggy. You have dimming rear view mirrors inside and out. What else can you ask for, really? It's a very simple car to drive as well. The clutch is very light. Steering feel is actually, I think, better than most brand new cars because it's not as assisted as they are right now. You feel somehow more connected to the road in those, in these, old cars. And you can floor it all day long because you won't go anywhere. It's not a fast car. You won't break any speed limits, etc. You just can have some fun driving this car. Perfect. Perfect. By the way, the history of this car is actually quite amusing as well. The last change of ownership was in the year 2005. So this means one owner for 14 years. For 14 years, one guy drove this car. One guy. Amazing. As I'm at the set of lights, I think this is a nice place to end. As you can see, a car like this still perfectly usable on a daily basis. Thank you for watching.